It's me, Terri of the Yarn Joy podcast. Welcome back to another episode of Finish It Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. So last week, the kit that I drew out of my little container here was the Star Wars kit. This is a container. It's got sleeping whips and crochet kits that I had never worked in. So last week, I had picked the Star Wars kit. It was this kit right here out of this box. And so far, I have made Yoda and Stormtrooper and Princess Leia and C-3PO. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So, my challenge was to create another character out of this kit, and I did, and I am finished with him. And so the one I decided to do was, he is a favorite of my older son. And it is, let me find him, Boba Fett. Is that the one? I know some people were thinking that they had a guess that maybe they would know which one I was going to make, what character. So who guessed Boba Fett? Okay, so here is my Boba Fett. I think he turned out pretty cute. Yeah, pretty cute design. He's got his little antenna up here. So, and his little cape that he has, like a half cape that he's got on one shoulder. So, yeah, I don't think he probably won't stand up on his own, but if you leaned him up against something, just like the other characters, he would stand up. So, he is going to be added to my Star Wars characters. So, that means it is time to pick another project for me to work on for this next week for Finish It Friday. So let's go ahead and get into the the container, and we will pick and see what the next project's going to be. Okay. Mix it all around. And just pick one. Okay. Let's see what it is. It is... Oh, it says C to C squares, and I have a heart drawn on it. So let me get those, okay? Okay. It took me a while. I was looking in all my little buckets in there, and I was like, where are they? And so I was looking at all the little project buckets I have in my closet, and it's like, nope, 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 that's not it, nope, nope. And so I finally found it. It was in this bag here. So, as a reminder, this was some, it started out being some corner-to-corner squares, or, well, not squares, well, two-tone squares. Let me show you. So, they start out being some two-tone squares, okay, and I did add some solid colors in there. This is corner-to-corner stitch. And so what it was is I think it's this right here. But anyway, I had some leftover ice yarn, and it was some DK weight yarn that was a variegated color. And ice yarn, that's the brand. And so I was wanting to, I had made a baby blanket, I think, out of it. And so I had some left over, and so I wanted to use them up. So I just started making random corner-to-corner squares or half, like diamonds. And so I went through my projects, and I found a pattern that I thought would be something good to make, because these original ones, here they were down at the bottom, but I added white to half of them. And so my idea was to do a pattern kind of like I think it's the blanket's called the Tune My Heart blanket, and it's kind of reminds you of like a quilt, like a patchwork type quilt, and it makes a heart in the middle of it, and it is made up of, well, two-color granny squares, except they were not corner to corner. I'm doing it corner to corner. But let me go ahead and pop in a picture. Let's see, this is the original, this is the picture, not mine. I don't know, it wasn't, this is not mine. It was from the pattern. So here it is right here. So there's the basic idea, where the squares, when you put them together a certain way and you have white on some of them, it makes a heart. Okay, see that? Okay, so that was my idea about doing it. I've done that actual pattern before as a baby gift, and I just enjoyed the way it turned out. And so it'd been probably 2 or 3 years, probably, since I had made it. And so when I started doing these corner to corner squares, I don't know, I just kind of got the idea of, oh, maybe I'll try that Tune My Heart blanket. So this is the my version of it. So I had arranged these and I took a picture of it. I had enough of them to make the heart part. And so then I arranged them how I wanted them to make the heart, and I took a picture of it. So here is the picture right there. So that's my progress on it. And so I just started, like I said, I started making squares, and now I'm doing the squares, like filling in the rest of the squares, and that's not the heart. And so that's when I started making these, where I picked out some solid colors, DK weight yarn, and I picked out some solid colors that I thought would kind of harmonize with some of the colors that were in the variegated yarns. Oh, and I used up all the variegated of the ice yarn. And so I was thinking, well, I need more. Yeah, I needed a few more in order to create that heart. And then, so I went through my stash and I picked out this. I don't know what it is, but it was a variegated DK weight yarn. I thought it was very similar, kind of, sort of, to the ice variegated that I had. And so I decided to use this, and that's what those are right there, is this one. And so started using this, and like I said, I've got, well, I had 2 skeins of that. See, somebody had given it to me, and but I don't have the labels anymore. So I have these. I picked out some solid colors just out of my stash that kind of went with these colors. So I have a good amount of those. Oh, and I'm using an F hook, 3.75, so I have my hook in here. And yeah, and I have quite a few of the squares. Anyway, so what I'm doing now is making more squares just to fill in around that heart to eventually have a rectangle blanket. I think it's, yeah, it'd probably be a rectangle. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. On the little piece of paper, what do I do with it? Let's see. It's under here. It's under the stuff. Anyway, it does not say a particular number, like give myself a goal as far as how many squares to make. I'll find it. It's on the table here somewhere. Anyway, so I'm going to just see how many let's say that I want to make at least I don't know, 5 maybe, something like that. And then I will lay all them out, arrange them, put the new squares in there, take a new picture. Okay, and so next Friday I will show you the new squares that I have made, these corner to corner 2-tone squares. And then I will also show you an updated picture. I'm just putting them back into the bag here. I don't know what I did with the paper. That is funny. Oh, I dropped it. Let me get it. Okay. I was like, what did I do with it? Yeah, it doesn't say a number. It just says C2C squares. And then I drew a little heart on there because I have some other C2C squares that is a different project. So I wanted to tell the difference between, you know, of the papers that I drew out. Okay, so that is what I'm going to be working on this next week. And so come back next Friday and I will give you an updated layout picture of the squares arranged. It helps me to take a picture so that way I can kind of see where the different colors of squares go, and I'll remember the order of them by taking a picture. And it also kind of helps me see, like, as far as the half that I'm doing that's a solid color, it'll help me to see, oh, I have, you know, I don't do more blue ones because I've got plenty blue ones. I need to do some more of the yellow ones, or, you know, whatever, to balance them out. So anyway, that's going to go back into the container. And so I will be working on that this week. Now, I do have a new piece of paper. So here's all my little projects. Oh, let's count them. I don't even know how many I've got in here now. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12. I have 12 projects in here right now. Because a lot of them have like the kits, there's like 12 characters in the kit. It's not just one thing. And then of course I have several blankets, blanket projects in there. You know, most of them are baby blankets, but I have several, yeah. Well, anyway, I found another kit, and this was given to me by my friend Amy. Right after Christmas, she had gone to Hobby Lobby with her mom over to where her mom lives, and they had like all the Christmas stuff for like 90% off. And so she found this and got it for me, and I forgot to show you. And I was cleaning off my craft cart a while ago. In fact, it's still kind of in disarray in there, so I need to straighten that out. But I found this underneath a bunch of yarn, and it is a crochet kit from Hobby Lobby. It was like regular $10.99, and I think she said it was like 90% off, so whatever that is, that's a lot. So anyway, it's a crochet kit, and look what it is. It's a Santa mug. And it's stuffed like an amigurumi, but it looks like a Santa mug with a gingerbread man sticking out the top and a little peppermint stick. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to get my papers out and write me a little strip of paper, and I will put Santa mug. And so this kit will be going into my Finish It Friday collection. So I will have 13 baker's dozen pieces of paper to pick out. So anyway, that is my new one that I'm going to be putting in there. And yeah, that's it. So that is all my Finish It Friday. I've got my Boba Fett, so I'll put him back there. I think you can see, let me get my finger right there. See, there's Princess Leia, Yoda, and the Stormtrooper behind. And I believe C-3PO is behind my spring banner. Oh, and I put my spring banner up. It's not quite technically spring yet, but it's so hot outside. 2 days ago, it was 93 degrees. That was the first day of this year that it was in the 90s. Well, yesterday it was 90. Today, I'm not sure what the high temperature. I haven't checked it yet because, I've been writing it down for the temperature blanket. So I was thinking, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put my spring banner up. That is a pattern, one of my patterns that you can find them on Etsy, in my Etsy shop. There's not much in my Etsy shop. I just have a few digital patterns. I've got the one for spring. I've got the one for winter. I've got the one for summer. And then the fall one, just send me an email and I will, that one's free. So send me an email. I will send you the PDF for the fall banner. And the fall, I actually did as a crochet along, just as a reminder for new people that may be here watching my videos. But yeah, that is done in 3 squares that were done like, here comes Teddy. They're done like a corner to corner Grafgan. And so if you've never done one before, that's a pretty good one to learn. Now, it's not this one. Like I said, it's the fall one. The fall one, that was the first one I ever designed. And so I did it as a crochet along. And one of the squares is a pumpkin. And it's only got, the whole square is just got the background color, the pumpkin color, and the stem of the pumpkin, and I think that's about it. And so that one I do a video. So if you want me to send you the PDF, send me an email. I'll send you the PDF, and inside the PDF are links to my YouTube channel, to those tutorials of all 3 of the squares. The pumpkin square was one of them. I did an owl square. I think that's the second one that we do in the crochet along. So the pumpkin, I go with you just about line by line, and teaching you. You do need to know how to do the corner to corner stitch ahead of time. That's really important. So that way you kind of know what's going on, and I just help you with the color changes and reading the charts and stuff. okay? So, and I do have some corner tutorials down my description box. I have those down there all the time. So if you want to learn the corner stitch, there's both right and left-handed versions, okay? Anyway, so the fall banner, like I said, the first one in the crochet along was the pumpkin, and then the owl square was the next one, and I still go with you, you know, step by step, although since I assumed that you had done the pumpkin square first, the owl square's got a little extra colors, you know, a little more to manage, and then also I do allow you to, you know, do some of it on your own, and then I'll meet you when you get finished with that in the video, okay? And then the third one is the actual rectangle that says fall, and I go with you with that, but then I also, you know, let you do some of it on your own as well. But anyway, like I said, the PDF has links to those videos. You can just click on them and learn how to do a Grafgan, and it's, you know, they're just small. Anyway, so after I did the fall one, then I designed the spring, the winter, and the summer, and I have those for purchase in my Etsy shop. They're like $4, and so, and you get PDFs from that. Anyway, they're digital patterns. You get PDF for you to download and print out, or however you want to do it. So if you're interested, that's where you can find that. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I guess everybody have a wonderful weekend, and come back next week. I'm planning on doing a Tuesday Talks video on Tuesday, so come back for that, and yeah, we'll meet up again. And then of course I plan on having Crafting with Friends this next week, and then I'll let you know in that video what I did, what I'm going to do this weekend, but by then I've already done it, and then I can let you know what I did. Okay, have a great evening, have a great weekend, and we will see you next week in the next video. Bye.